teachers for today's video.
I am teacher Julina.
I am teacher Regine.
And I am your teacher Riyadri.
And let's do this in 1, 2, 3.
Tatlong bibi akong nakita, mataba, mapayat mga bibig, ngunit ang may papa sa likod ay isa. Siyang leader na nagsabi ng kwak, 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 kwak. Siyang leader na nagsabi ng kwak, kwak. May tatlong bibi akong nakita, mataba, mapayat mga bibig, ngunit ang may papa sa likod ay isa. Siyang leader na nagsabi ng kwak, 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 kwak. Tayo na sa ilong ang sabi, hindi ko na bibig, ngunit ang may papa sa likod ay isa. Siyang leader na nagsabi ng kwak, 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 kwak. Siyang leader na nagsabi ng kwak, kwak.
Magandang umaga mga bata. Sa araw na ito, ako ang inyong magiging guro at ako ay may inihanda isang kwento para sa ating lahat. Ang kwentong ito ay pinamagatang Noah and the Ark. Sa kwentong ito, ating alamin kung sino si Noah at ano ang kanyang papel sa kwentong ito. Noah and the Ark. Adam was the first man God created. His wife was Eve. By the time Adam died, there were many people on the earth. Of the children of Adam and Eve had many more children. With time, all these people became very weak. Few good men remained, and when God looked down at the world and he had made, he was very unhappy. God said to himself, I will kill all the men on this earth as they are evil. But even among all the evil men, God saw a good man. He was called Noah. Noah always did good deeds and believed in God. Noah had 3 sons. They were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. One day, God said to Noah, the time has come when everyone must die because they are all weak. But you and your family shall be saved. Then God told Noah how he would save him and his family. Build a very large boat of an ark resembling a huge ship. It should be like a wide house in 3 stories that can float on water. God said to Noah, I will bring about a great flood which will drown this earth completely. You must carry with you in the ark a pair of every animal and bring or bird alone with your family. Carry sufficient food for all that would last for a year, said God. Noah did exactly what God had told him to do. It took many years for Noah and his son to build the boat. The weak people around laughed at Noah for building it as there was no sea nearby. At last, the ark was ready. There was a door on one side and a window on the roof and the boat to let in the light. When the boat was complete, God told Noah, come into the ark with your family and all the animals and birds. The flood is about to come. So Noah, along with his family and all the animals and birds, went into the boat. And then the door of the boat was shut, so that no more people or animals could come in. Within the few days, it began to rain very heavily. The rivers rose higher and higher, and the boat began to float on the water. People left their houses and ran up the hills. But soon the hills were covered with water, and all the people on them were drowned. Some people had climbed up to the top of high mountains, but the water rose and even the mountains were drowned. and all the animals and the birds were drawn too. For 40 days and nights it rained and there was no life. The water stayed upon the earth for more than 6 months. Then God sent a wind to blow over the waters and to dry them up. First, the mountain rose above the waters, then the hills rose up, and finally Noah's ark chased the float and landed on a mountain called Mount Ararat. One evening, Noah sent out a dove to see if the earth had dried completely or not. Then, the dove came back with a fresh olive leaf in its beak. Noah knew that the earth was becoming dry again. He took off a part of the roof and saw that there was dry land all around the boat. Noah thanked God for saving his family. God was pleased with him. He promised never to destroy earth again. God created the rainbow and said, "The rainbow is a sign of my promise. I shall always remember the earth and the people on it." Noah and his son then raised an altar for God, made a sacrifice to him and prayed to him. Then they let loose the animals and birds that were inside the ship so that the earth could once again be filled with him.
Class, once again, good morning. Ang ating pag-aaralan ngayon ay tungkol sa iba't ibang letter at kung saan ito ginagamit o kung saan ito pwedeng gamitin. Ang unang letter na ibabahagi ko sa inyo ay letter A. A stands for araw. B stands for buko. Letter C. C stands for cactus. Next, letter D. D stands for dahon. Letter E. E stands for eroplano. Next is letter F. F stands with Filipina. Letter J. J stands for gitara. Next, letter H. H stands for hagdan. Next is letter I. I stands for itlog. Letter J. J stands for jade. Letter K. K stands for kubo. Next is letter L. L stands with lamok. Next is letter M. M stands for manok. Letter N. N stands for nanay. Next is letter O. O stands for anokona. Next is letter P. P stands for papaya. Next is letter Q. Q stands for quail. Next is letter R. R stands for robot. Next is letter S. S stands for sapatos. The next is letter T. T stands for talaba. Then letter U. U stands for ulan. Then next is letter V. V stands for venta. Next is letter W. W stands for walis. And the next is letter X. X stands for a xylophone. Then next is Y. Y stands for yo-yo. And the last letter is letter Z.
Let's begin!
Z stands for zigzag.
Hanggang sa muli mga bata, sa muli ako si Teacher Ri.
Ako si Teacher Julina.
And ako naman si Teacher Ria.
Hanggang sa muli, paalam!
Bye!